So if you want to pay attention to the accent rather than the words, that's fine. So this is from my novel, and I know people normally hate prologues, but this is my prologue. If you look closely at the shape of Great Britain, you'll notice a long outstretched foot that forms the most southwestern point of the island. The foot, known as Kernow, kicks out into the churning waters, forever defending her island spot in the ocean, defying the stormy currents that bite at her shore. Great Britain, Albion, as she was once known, is a small island, but she has always vowed to fight to the very end. When Albion broke free of her mother, Pangaea, she fought hard to stake her place in the world, a world divided and no longer whole. Many of the other continents thought that she would not last. Some continents offered their shores to join onto, but Canal offered counsel and urged Albion not to submit to lands that would control who she was. She had to stand alone. Albion made her way across the oceans and finally chose a spot in the northern hemisphere. It was a good spot. The continents grew angry at her impertinence, jealous of her good luck. The continents shook and trembled and threatened to crush Albion to rocks and dust. They sent towering waves to wash over and try and drown her. But Albion held on tight, and Canal dug in her heel. The gods looked down on their continents like players during a game of chess, first with amusement, then with concern. They decided to take matters into their own hands. Lightning bolts seared countries. Blizzards turned vast areas of land to ice at the gods' fingertips. No one can say why the gods took to help Albion so much. Perhaps the gods felt sorry for the little island that dared to be different, saw something good in her. Finally, the continents grew tired. They examined their fractured skin and the broken islands and took note of their losses. Albion lay exhausted, but proud. She had survived. She was no longer young, and as she took count of her own stars that formed county borderlines, she was wise enough to realize that the battle would not be her last. But she was tired. She asked Canal to protect her while she slept. And so Canal kept her toe pointed and summoned the angel Nature to help protect the land. With permission from the gods, Nature responded, and the angel granted the foot of the island precious gifts. The angel was young and imaginative. Raindrops collected on leaves and shaped the wings of piskies. Bodies of rocks broke free from cliff faces as fortress-framed giants. With each new creation, Nature rejoiced and continued with her work. Mermaids guarded the waters. Goblins patrolled the moors. These creations became Canal's first guardians. The land blossomed. It was rich and beautiful and good, but beauty is two-faced, and love, they said, is blind. One day an angel visited Nature. The angel was so beautiful that the wind held its breath. Birds sang with new intensity. Flowers bloomed despite the lateness of the season. Nature was spellbound. She fell in love. The angel asked if he could help Nature with her creations, and she agreed. Together they worked and worked and worked. At night, when Nature slept, the angel collected storm clouds and lightning bolts and rotten fruit. In the day, Nature added dew and soft breezes and fresh flowers, and then humans came to be. But when Nature saw what she had helped create, she was devastated. Humans were headstrong, vain, ignorant. Nature had been fooled. She had the love of the mother, or the guilt of a lover. It was then that Nature's beloved angel revealed himself. His eyes red, his breath hot, his body scaly. Lucifer laughed, and the wind howled, and the plants withered, and the birds fell silent. Canal saw what had been done, and she trembled. The gods were furious. They watched as humans hunted and killed, watched as they claimed land as their own and threw others from it, watched as they stirred up distrust, division, deceit. The archangel St. Michael, who had driven Lucifer from the heavens, came to put an end to the fallen angel who had came to call himself Satan. Satan and St. Michael battled for days. The ground scorched and the air stagnant. Canal kicked out her foot and kicked Satan off the island. St. Michael lured Satan farther and farther into the sea, and Satan's anger turned the ocean red and the waves high, and Satan cooked in his own hatred and turned to stone, a monstrous mountain in the sea. Mother Nature wept, cool in the ashes that gathered on the winds and settled deep into Canal's soil, and so the seed was planted. Though the gods banished humans and peace eventually returned to Canal, the damage had been done. The gods washed their hands of all that had become of their dirty garden. But not all humans were banished. A single young man remains. When Canal was still charred and marked and spoiled from Satan and his work, one human showed no sign of the greed and corruption of humankind. His name was Merlin. It is said that the gods made a deal with Merlin, though no one knows what bargain was struck. In the spring the following year, walking through the woods one day, Merlin heard a strange noise, a mix between an infant's cry and a horse's whinny. Under a giant oak tree, a baby, a strange mix of boy and horse, kicked his hooves and cried. Without Merlin, the creature would have surely died. Merlin nursed the infant creature to health and came to love the boy as his own child. After that day, for many years, all was calm in Canal. Time has a way of laying things to rest, and a comfortable slumber fell over the lands. But even today, Canal keeps her toes pointed and her heels sharp, for sleep can only comfort for so long before nightmares fill the silence. Thank you.